Okay, good morning, everybody out there in Nigeria, Africa, and all parts of the world. You are welcome to City of Knowledge Academy show. My name is Kolapo Emmanuel, and with me are three important guests. I have these three guests from the school, City of Knowledge Academy. My guests are Mrs. Juba, Mr. Ibiwoye, and Mr. Adejuma. Mrs. Juba, you are welcome to this show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me, sir.
Mr. Ibiwoye, welcome to this show. Thank you very much. Mr. Adejuma, you are welcome to this show.
Good morning, sir, and thank you for having me.
Yes, I want to take you for a few minutes on CKA Prefect Election 2020, tagged CKA 2020. So, Mr. Juba, I want to take you on the first question. What is it all about? What is it all about?
Thank you very much. You know, there is a consensus about leadership. Nigeria needs to build leaders, like many other developing nations of the world are doing today. Nigeria is facing the challenge of leadership to assist it imagine and to meet the emerging and future challenges. So because of this, City of Knowledge Academy too, at this time, has prepared the students and they are ready for the e-voting that we want to conduct this week. So it's all about voting through the internet. Students voting through the internet since they are
Thank you.
There is no way we can gather physically for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Adejuma, I want to ask you. I was told that the ethical pillar of your institution is wrapped around three words: character, culture, confidence. Tell me about that very briefly.
Thank you, sir. The ethical pillars of City of Knowledge Academy are culture, character, and confidence. These are the things that are embedded in the students that enable them to be positioned into becoming fully grown, responsible individuals in the society. The focus is that we are not concentrating on the present lives of the students. Our focus is preparing the student for the real world outside the school, the four walls of school. So we are trying to impact in the students' culture, character, and confidence, so that after they might have even left the school, anywhere they go, all this will show in all of them, and that one will make everybody who comes across with them to know that they've been through a refined process. Thank you.
All right. Mrs. Juba, before I go to Mr. Ibiwoye, how do you want the program to go? How do you want the students to appear?
Thank you. Since it's e-voting, we want the students to appear in their former school wear, school uniform, so that they can show to the whole world where the e-voting is taking place. They should be in their school wear with their tie. And also, the boys should have nice haircuts, while the girls also should have good, nice looking hairstyle, not crazy style at all. And also, let me add to this, please. The background where they are talking from, their background should be plain background. Plain background. As you are looking at my own picture, you can see the background is plain. So we want them to appear in plain background, in their school uniform, the tie very knotted well, and simple and nice schedule. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Mr. Ibiwoye, if you can hear me, I can see your face very well. May I see your face very well? If you can hear me, how do you intend to do it, and how many days do you want to use in this electoral campaign? If you can hear me from your end. Okay, it seems as if I've lost him. Mr. Adejuma, can you answer that question if you can hear me?
All right, sir. Actually, we have scheduled a day for the e-election or e-voting to take place, but we are taking into cognizance technical issues that might probably come up. So the provision we have made is that peradventure we have some technical challenges which might not be inevitable. That we are going to engage the student for e-voting for maximum of 2 days. So we've scheduled a day, but we made provision for 2 days so as to cater for all the challenges that may probably come up. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mrs. Juba, I'm back to you. Um, okay, you said earlier that since the students are not physically on site, that we might be having e-voting. But how would you achieve that?
Thank you very much. We have set of ICT gurus that they have already designed what we are going to use. The tools we are going to use is there. The platform we are going to use is ready. And once it starts, even the manifesto that will take place tomorrow, everything will be heard live. And once the voting starts, they are back of at the back end. There are people that are ready to harvest the vote, and we have people that are monitoring the way the students are casting the vote. There is no election rigging in this one because everything is online. And at the backstage, we have people that are end-to-end verifiability of how the vote is being casted. So it's going to be online. Everybody will be watching. And at the back end there are people that will be verifying how the vote is being casted there. So there won't be any form of rigging. We have taught our students also rigging, cheating is not part of it.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Let me go on to Mr. Adejuma. You seem to be bringing new innovation to education in Nigeria. I also understand that you leverage on technology for teaching and learning. How are you going to be doing this? Are you sure you can recommend this thing to Nigeria?
Thank you very much. You see, City of Knowledge Academy is a school to beat in the community of schools. What I mean is that we leverage on technology for teaching and learning. Not just that, for other things. For instance, we've been leveraging on teaching and learning for a couple of weeks now. And now we want to leverage on the use of technology for e-voting, which has never happened in the history of Nigeria. So we are the first to do this in record. Now, we've started engaging our students on assemblies on Mondays. We choose students of the weeks, and every activity has been running concurrently online. So what we are just doing is that we are shifting focus, that this time around we want to focus on the e-election, e-voting. So we have time for various activities. We have time for academic activities. We have time for co-curricular activities. And now we are focusing our technology on e-election, e-voting. So which is not going to be difficult because the students are already used to it. They are used to it because we engage them on weekly basis. So that is how we are going to deploy it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me go back to Mr. Ijebu-Ode. If you can hear me from where you are, Mr. Ijebu-Ode, do you think that when you engage this, you'll be able to take lay foundation? Okay, I've lost him there. I come back to Mrs. Juba. When you do this, do you think you'll be able to connect with other schools and collaborate with them?
Yes, because the program will go on live. It will be shared by many people on different either Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and so on. So if you can share and like, others will see what we are doing. And I believe without any flaw, they will follow suit. Yes,
Okay,
we are leading
I'm displaying your I'm displaying your website now, www.ckintl.com. You are almost converting me to bringing my child to City of Knowledge Academy because of all these things that I'm hearing you do. It's marvelous. Mr. Adejuma, tell me, if I bring my child to City of Knowledge Academy, what additional benefit will I be able to gain from there?
Thank you very much. It will be a great privilege if you could bring your words to City of Knowledge Academy. And what do I mean? City of Knowledge Academy, located in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, is one school with so many opportunities. One school, so many opportunities. How do I mean? We participate in various activities which prepare our students for the real world. We participate in local competitions, we participate in national competitions, we participate in international competitions. We engage our students in trips, local trips. For instance, sometimes last year, we engaged our students in international trip that they were taking to the United States of America, Houston to be precise. So that means we make our students to think global. Even peradventure, the child might not have had the full exposure, but joining City of Knowledge Academy will give such a child a ability to reason globally. So we make our students to be globally inclined and not just to be restricted to their locality. So in essence, when you bring your words to City of Knowledge Academy, they are into one school, but they are exposed to many opportunities. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mrs. Juba. I'm going to feed both of you 2 questions each before we go. To Mrs. Juba, does it mean that you take local and international trips?
Yes, as my colleague has rightly said, yes, we do that.
Okay. Can you share with us very briefly the local and international trips you've engaged in?
Thank you very much. Mr. Adejuma said local trips. We call something curriculum enrichment tour in City of Knowledge Academy. In that, we gather the students together, we take them around Nigeria. Like for the past 3-4 years, we have been going around Osun State, Ekiti State, Ondo State, just to go on tour to see how beautiful Nigeria is, and also for them to learn, because all those things we've taught them in the classroom, for them to see physically for them. For instance, now when we got to Ijesha Waterfall the other time, like 2 or 3 years ago, the students were able to understand what we teach them in geography, like the formation of waterfall. When we got to Ikogosi one spring, they were so excited, and they were praising God, appreciating God, because they saw the warm water and the cold water joining together and everything. There are some subjects that are intertwined in this curriculum enrichment tour around Nigeria. And that's why we delight in it, taking our students around Nigeria so that they can be enriched in their teaching, not only in the 4 walls of classroom. Seeing, like they used to say, seeing is believing. So when they do that, it adds more to their knowledge and they understand better. Talking about international trip, yes, we have a group in the school we call robotic club, robotic group. Oh, how I wish your child can join the school and engage in this robotic club. This robotic club, they are into designing robots and everything, and because of this, we have the opportunity of visiting international countries on the auspices of what we call RoboRave. There's a teacher in charge of that, and other teachers there helping the teacher and the students too. I've been a part of this trip. We have gone to US, Houston to be precise, and it was a wonderful experience. So this, not only Houston, I think last year, a group of students with their teachers went to Estonia too, all for this international tour. So these are some of the tours, either local or international tours, that we have been engaging our students in at City of Knowledge Academy. And we still have lots more. Once the lockdown is over and the coast is clear, the borders are open, flights have resumed, you see us flying all over, and all because we are enriching the students to make them young adults and build essential leadership skills and entrepreneurship qualities in them that will enable them to act with integrity and high sense of responsibility in all aspects of their lives. Thank you.
I'm so blown away by your application of technology to teaching and learning and some other things. And now you are applying it to voting and electioneering campaign. That's massive. You will probably be the first school that will be doing this kind of thing in Nigeria, and even if I'm not mistaken, in Africa. I'm so glad that this thing is happening. Okay, Mr. Adejumo, I want to ask you this last question. Are the students going to come on this platform to do a sort of campaign or manifesto so that they will be able to elect them into offices?
Yes, thank you very much. One thing I'm sure of about City of Knowledge Academy is dynamism. If you follow the trends very well in the world of education now, you will see people talking about using Zoom to engage people. But I smile. Why I smile is because as City of Knowledge Academy that we are technologically inclined and oriented, we use various media to do to engage our students. For instance, we are not limited to Zoom. I see people clamoring for Zoom, and I'm like, this is just like a child's play when it comes to City of Knowledge Academy. We make use of Zoom, make use of Google Classroom, we make use of Microsoft Teams, we use Flipgrid, we use Wiklet and various things, Wakelets. So what I'm saying in essence is that we surely engage our students in one of these media through which they'll be able to have their manifestos and let people know what they are up to, the position they are running for, and their intention, what they have to present, and the essence of their competing or running for that post. So in essence, I'm saying that it will be a fact that the students are going to be engaged through one of these media. Thank you.
All right, we are rounding off now. I know that some of your children and their parents are watching you live right now. Mrs. Juba, can you recap on what you expect from those children who will be competing probably tomorrow and next tomorrow, and what do you expect them to do?
Thank you very much. We have what we call rules of engagement for the manifesto. The first one is, like I said before, they must be well dressed in their school uniform. The background must be plain. The hairdo must not be outrageous. Nice cut for boys, good and neat hairdo for girls. Also, there shouldn't be any verbal attack. They should be polite in the use of their language. No slang, no mannerism. Also, we are going to give them the time limit. They must stay within the time frame. The speech should be polite and should be about policies and innovations. And once we start the program, no one should talk at the same time. It's only when the question is posed to you, you talk. And all these rules must not be violated. If any of the rules is being violated, the person will be kicked out of the game. And I know as students, they were there to this. They are not lawbreakers. We've taught them
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because of our time, I have to be rounding off now. Two questions from our viewers. Somebody said that, good morning, moderator and the speakers. Please, admission still ongoing? Mrs. Juba, can you quickly answer that before I post the next question to Mr. Adejumo? Admission still ongoing?
Thank you. Admission is still ongoing in City of Knowledge Academy. Yes, it's still ongoing in City of Knowledge Academy. Just click on the website. You get the information, you fill the form, and when you are ready, then we want to go at any time. Admission is going. Yes.
All right.
Now, just click on the the website. Admission is still ongoing there. Thank you.
All right. Another person sends his question. Please, he's saying that, please, I want to know what difference CK is going to have from other international schools in Nigeria. I think Mr. Adejuma has answered that, but I still wanted to shed more light in half a minute. What are the differences between CK and other international schools in Nigeria?
Thank you very much. This follows the common parlance that seeing is believing. In outside, they say Kenya Fiji. Without even much ado, seeing what we are doing online is enough. It's not all the schools that are deploying technology the way we are doing. We engage our students, they have classes where we engage them productively. So we make them to be responsive and responsible. So this is just like a tip of an iceberg. So if you can do this, we have so many more to offer. Bring your word and there will be a total transformation. Thank you.
Okay, I need to now round off now, lady and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your thoughts and answering my questions. It's a lovely thing that you people are doing at City of Knowledge Academy. I really, I was blown away with all this, your plans and all of that. I hope that it turns out well. I want to say, I can't wait to see your electioneering campaign, and I can see how people fire questions to those children and how the world is going to see them. I want to see the display of their confidence, their character, and all what you have claimed. I want to say thank you one more time. Thank you very much. So I will be there to see you live and direct tomorrow when they begin to push out their mind. So thank you, Mrs. Juba, and thank you, Mr. Adejuma. Thank you very much
Thank you very much.
all right. All right.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
having me. Thank you very much.